Hello. Today I'd like to talk to you about your goals. And do you even have goals? Some people drift through life, letting events happen to them. Now, I am a firm believer in magic and creating openings for spirit to give us something that we haven't dreamt of, which could be even better than what we've dreamt of. So I'm not trying to dispute that or push that aside. But what I want to talk to you about is a bit of focus. Now, there are two kinds of goals we could have. There's goals for our personality, and there are goals for our soul. And if we only satisfy our personality goals, then we're always going to feel great at the moment, but then a sense of emptiness afterwards. Because it doesn't nurture our inner selves. It doesn't nurture our soul. And that's really why we're here. We're here to become a soul-infused personality, not just a personality. So if we're to become a soul-infused personality, we need to make sure that our goals are a combination of personality and soul goals. Now, I'm not trying to do away with the personality goals. An example would be to say, oh, I would like to get such and such a job in such and such a career. That is fine. And that could be exactly what your soul wants as well. Because that's where your talents, your gifts are, your interests are. So it's perfectly aligned with both soul and personality. Now let's just look at a personality goal that your soul may or may not have an interest in. Perhaps it is something like, oh, I would like to have a bigger house. Now, why? We have to ask ourselves why. Why is that important? Now, we need to bring to us what we need to manifest our destiny, our purpose on the earth, which is a soul destiny, of course. So if you need a bigger house because you are going to be hosting retreats there, you need to have many people that are going to meet there, then that could be a soul goal. But if you're thinking you're just going to have it so you can sit there with yourself and your ideal partner, this may not be necessary. This may just be for your personality, and it's not going to do anything to make you happy long term. So soul goals need to be in there in our lives as well. An example of a soul goal would be spirit. Tell me what I am supposed to do right now. Lead me into the career that you feel would suit me best. Lead me to live in the place that you feel would serve your purpose. So ultimately, it is a surrender of our preferences to spirit. Now, we go through a couple of stages in this. It's not just, whoa, one day we're personality filled, the next day we're soul filled. No, 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 no. That's why I'm recommending that you have a blend of personality and soul goals, because we need to kind of dangle a carrot in front of the personality so that it's going to be interested in getting some soul goals. Because personality is always interested in what's in it for me. And what's in it for me is basically what's going to make you happy in the short term. The soul is into the long term, not just this lifetime, but all lifetimes. So we might as well get on the trail. Now, I think that probably anyone who's looking at this is already on the trail and may be long on the trail. You may be relatively young in physical years, but you could be very old spiritually and have been here many times before. And so you're still boy, are you on the trail. And isn't it wonderful that you are young in physical years and you have the whole life ahead of you to get yourself doing soul goals with the personality vessel that you have. So we have got the perfect personality vessel. Let's not try to get rid of that. We've got the good one there. So our soul chose this vessel for us, not the other way around. So the soul has chosen it. It is the perfect one, obviously. And your interests are perfect. Your gifts are perfect. You're in the right country. You've got the right family. So everything is perfect to actually fulfill your destiny. And your destiny is always a soul destiny. Even though it uses the personality vessel, it's still a soul destiny. That does not mean your personality is going to be miserable, not in the least. Our soul isn't into making our lives one continual painful episode. This is more of our personality. Our personality, another name for it is our ego. So our personality, our ego, is the one that creates a lot of pain. It creates a lot of drama. So our soul's not into that. Our soul is our soul is only interested in helping us to align with goals that are ultimately why we're here. So any time is a good time to start looking at what are my soul goals, what are my personality goals, and starting to commit to them. Any time is good for it. I like doing it at around holiday times when I can really get into it and reflect, or at the beginning of a year when I can say, for this year, these are my goals. And I always have some personality goals as well as some soul goals. So anytime is a good time. Now, I'd like to read something to you because this is the key. It's a wonderful, wonderful little section called commitment. So here we go. Until one is committed, there is hesitancy, the chance to draw back, always ineffectiveness. Concerning all acts of initiative and creation, there is one elementary truth, the ignorance of which kills countless ideas and splendid plans. That the moment one definitely commits oneself, then providence does too. All sorts of things occur to help one that would never otherwise have occurred. A whole stream of events issue from the decision, raising in one's favor all manner of unforeseen incidents and meetings and material, which no human could ever have dreamt would have come his or her way. That was written by William Murray. So let's use this time to make a commitment. Don't make it, I'm not asking it for myself. Make it to yourself. It can be personality things such as giving up smoking or drinking too much. It can be soul things that we've already mentioned that you feel would align you more to soul, which is ultimately to become more loving and more in service to more people in the world, which could be your family, it could be strangers, it could be volunteerism, but it doesn't necessarily have to be. We can be spiritual and we can still make money. It's not an either or, it can be a both and. So blessings this time, and I am wishing you so much luck in looking at your personality and your soul gifts. Oh, I almost forgot. I've written a book on this. It's called Manifest Your Soul's Purpose. And I think you would very much enjoy it because it is a spiritual book. It looks, or at least helps you to look, because there's tons of exercises and diagrams in it, at what your personality and soul gifts are. But it also helps you to get them. I'm a very concrete, practical mystic. And so I think that you, if you're looking for a book on how to manifest your soul's destiny while not suffering in your personality, that this book could definitely help you manifest your soul's purpose. I hope you do. I hope we all do. And it continues to change. What we see now isn't maybe what we see in a decade. We evolve, and more we become a soul-infused personality. Blessings.